Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Good Turn Daily here. Decided to do a live. Mostly because I was bored. And here we are. And it's springtime. And I have my garage door open, as you can see back here. Yeah. And it's nice and warm in the shop. Almost 70 degrees. Makes me so happy. So, come join me, hang out. If you feel like popping in, hold on a second. I'll put the link in. And away we go. So, let's swap this camera. You don't want to see my ugly mug. All right. So, I have some, I'm not exactly sure what kind of tree this is, but it's going to be real pretty. I think what I'll do is I'll make a bowl out of it. Maybe keep a live edge and, is what it is. Got some cracks there, so maybe we'll get rid of that real quick, and that will be the top. This will be the old bottom. Make sure that's nice and square. Otherwise, it's not going to stick. That's nice and hard right there, so it's a little bit misshapen, which can be kind of cool. And hi, Robin. How are you today? I need to find my glasses because I don't want to turn without my glasses. That would be really bad. And just for giggles, I think we'll do a TikTok in here as well. A doo ba doo ba doo, a doo ba doo ba doo ba doo. If it will work for me, it doesn't want to work for me. Well, they switched TikTok again. It used to let me choose how long I wanted to do my videos, and it doesn't let me do that anymore. Thanks, TikTok. Well, this is interesting. I'm not sure what that is, but maybe we'll do that later. Anyway, so this is going to be a little bit weird because it is not real square, so I'm going to move that just a tad and get it a little bit more square on there. That's a little better. sure that's nice and tight. Make sure that's nice and tight. I'm gonna move that just a tad. Give it the old test. That looks good. I'm gonna put on my protection smock because this is gonna be really dirty and I don't really like things flipping off on me, and so Robin, how's your business going? You doing really well? All right. All right, we are ready to go. So with this, we are going to true this up a little bit so we can put a tenon on there, and then I can put it in the jaws. Oh, that's not good. Back that off a little bit, and that went all skiddawampus. And put that back in the hole. Make that nice and tight. That should work nicely. Now from here, I'm going to do a little shape on the bowl. Or if I wanted to, I could even leave that just a live edge and then make a bowl, which, I don't think I've ever done. Maybe I'll just kind of, no, we'll leave it like that. We'll just flip it around. It's all part of being an artist, just make some choices that are things that you've never done before and see how well they turn out. I mean, that bark is definitely on there, and I like the lichens that are on it. Just got to make sure that is on there tight. tailstock out of the way. And I like to keep my banjo as close to center, my tool rest as close to center as right here, because all of your pressure is going right there, and rather than have it out on the wing, right there is going to be your strong point. So we'll do it there. Need to bring this up just a tad. Well, David. It looks like Chris has joined. Hey, guys. And Robin, I think, left, so she's not in. But that's okay. We are doing, as you can see, Live Edge Bowl just because we're bored. And inside of this is a nice walnut. I really have no idea what kind of tree this is, where this came from, but it's nice and dark in the pith. And well, hey, Tommy. Excuse me. And I'm sorry if you guys hear my compressor, but I kind of like to keep things a little cleaner. So let's see, we have got maybe about a 1/2 inch that we could hollow out if we want to, but it's not exactly perfectly round, as you can see through here. So you have a little bit more meat in here than here. I definitely don't want to go much more on the sides, but we can go this way. Clean up these sides a little bit. Hope everybody's having a good Saturday. And tomorrow's Treat Your Mama Good Day. So hopefully you guys treat your mamas good if you still have them. center section is really hard, and so I'm just nibbling away at it. Take that little dimple out of the middle. Smells good in here. Smells like walnut, but you can see where the middle of the tree is right there. That's kind of weird to have all of this other stuff. Hey, Radar and Billy. Holy cow, I haven't seen you in a while. Hope you're doing well. Radar, you did a good video on those jar caps. I've actually made a couple of them since you gave us the idea. They came out really good. Woohoo! That's toasty. I was barely even putting any pressure in there, and it still got hot really fast. So now I'm going to do just a little bit of sanding sealer in there. And let it spin. And it'll dry out a little bit. Turn the lathe down just a tad because it doesn't need to go that fast. Now I'm going to do another really light sand on it. And I'm just barely holding it in there. It's nice and smooth. That's good. You can see how fine the powder that ended up being. long. Slow this down even more, just so it's barely going. And this is homemade OB Shine juice. Just squirt some in there and let it do its thing. I don't care if it gets on the lathe bed because I can clean that off real easy. But I just let it sit and spin for a teeny bit, and it will dry out. And then I can take my cloth that I was just using, maybe turn that up just a tad more, and then very lightly and you can see how it's starting to burnish in there, because when you pull the towel out, it'll actually be dry and shiny. And you could even put a little bit of pressure and it will burnish it even more, make it a little bit more shiny. And that's really dry. I'm going to add just a little bit more. So I tried something a little bit different with my OB Shine juice. You're supposed to use linseed oil, and I have linseed oil, but I chose not to use it. I put mineral oil in with it, and then shellac, and then some denatured alcohol, and it definitely does the same thing, and I find it does just a great job. Boiled linseed oil can be a little expensive. Mineral oil is not. And just take a clean rag. And that is nice and dry, and don't even need to burnish it anymore. So now, here's what I'm going to do. I usually use triple coat, but I am out right now. So I'm just going to use some clear gloss. Spray the outside of this. You don't want to get too much, otherwise it's going to start flipping off. And you don't want to have it flip off. Thank goodness it dries quickly. Turn it up just a tad. even just kind of give her a look. Good. It's real nice and shiny here. You could even hit it. And that will just suck into the bark. And I'm just going to take this out and we'll flip her over. And we'll take that tenon off. Alright, where did my rubber mat go? Hate it when things disappear. That's all right. So we'll put that on there and that on there. Bring that up just a tad. Make sure that's not going to hit anything. Oop, got a little catch on there. And make sure that is nice and tight. I appreciate everybody coming in and hanging out. I hope everybody's doing well. If you didn't catch the first part. Speed this up just a teeny bit. Now, before I get too far, I want to just give it a nice light sand, because obviously nobody's really going to look at the bottom, but make that as much of a cone as possible. And I can do that with that little wing, with that edge. And then push into the middle. I'm going to turn it down now just a tad. Unless you guys want to see it fly off my lathe, which, you know, it happens and has been known to happen many times on my lives. Okay, now I'm going to leave that just like that. And then I'm going to come back through, give it just a little shot. Let that sit for a minute or two. And while I'm at it, spray that outside again. All right, here we go. And still turn that down even more. Just want to get it so close. Perfect. We'll give it another spray. And we'll back off. So with that, all I have to do is just give it a little twist. Pops right off, and I can take that little burr off. But you can use that for jewel box, for candles, if you want to put wax in there. Yeah. So let's see here. Flip this. Yeah. Anyway, well, hopefully I alleviated your boredom a little bit. Thanks for joining me. Like I said, you know, just a nice little project. You know, you could even put a plant, something like that in there. Hey. Yeah, you know, I thought about that, putting a lid on it. But that's, you know, I it's small enough that I didn't want to take, you know, that much, because then it would be really small. And so that and matching up the grain. But I did think about it. That's a good idea, Radar. I agree. All righty. Well, friends, thanks again for joining me. Have a good Mother's Day. Treat your moms well. They're only around so long, and if you don't have them anymore, sorry. But do a good turn daily. Treat everybody with kindness and be good to each other, okay?